Hey there, people. Hello, hello. I know that was a little bit of a wait, but I was getting ready. So, welcome on in. Welcome to the second stream. Woo! We're gonna be working on some Mermay stuff today because how have I somehow not done Mermay stuff, even though we're so close to the end of May already? So I thought it was about time I get on that. I love Mermay. I should get back into that. Alright, hello, people. Hey, we're back. I didn't change the plushies. I kind of wanted to, and then I forgot. But yeah, we have the same guys as always over there. Got Shadow Lugia and Mothman hanging out on the easel over there. That's what that is. It's a painting easel that is currently put away. But now it's home to some guys for when we're streaming, because it's at the right height to have guys on camera, I think. That's another YouTube stream. I am excited to keep doing these. I wanted to do one sooner, but I was just pretty busy this week, so that's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, welcome on in, everyone. We get the mic moved a little further because I think it's a little bit loud. Maybe I'll just push the sound port a little bit. There we go. I think that should be good. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be working on some mermaid stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna draw some creatures. Get a little silly with it, maybe? I don't know. I want to get some really weird creatures in here. I think that would be just very fun. So, we'll see about that. We shall see. And hopefully we'll get a nice little chat going, if y'all want. I'll try to keep the chat visible to me on my other monitor while I draw, so I'll, like, shrink my usual window down a little bit. We're starting with, like, I feel like it's kind of like a very basic pick for a, mermaid creature, and that is the vampire squid, and that's just, you know, I was trying to think of some weird ones. I think it'd be kind of funny if I, like, primarily did invertebrates for, mermaid. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do 30 days worth, obviously. We're very late in the month. I don't know if I'll be able to crank that out, or if we'll have the time to crank that out before the month is over. But, you know, I figured I would at least do a few designs, maybe make like a wallpaper pack or something like that. I thought that could be kind of fun. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do a lot of invertebrates, because I think, I mean, usually people do, if they're gonna make it based on animals at all, they usually do, like, fish, right? Like, vertebrate guys, spine-having sea-dwelling creatures. So I'm trying to kind of figure out what I want to do here with the shapes. It's got such like a skirt-like shape, which is kind of nice. But yeah, vampire squid, very funny animal, very weird little detritivore. It's just a very good creature, I think. Trying to really come up with a silhouette here. Usually, I feel like it's got like a very tent-like sort of membrane between all of its like arms and stuff. It's got such big, floppy, like, ear-like fins, too, that it's just, like, really cute. Just a very fun... I think people think it looks eerie, but honestly, like, every time I look at a vampire squid, I'm like, this thing is so freaking cute, actually. Like, have you guys taken a look at a vampire squid lately? They are adorable, actually. Look at... they're, like, so round. Round with big eyes, like, oh my god. This thing's so cute. Look at this. And their eyes are also different sizes, because they're so weird. But they're so, like, this thing's cute, you know? Like, if you don't think this is cute, I think you aren't looking at it. But it's a good creature, and it's just so fun. I feel like it's a little bit of, like, a basic pick for a mermaid character design, but, like, I mean, come on, this thing's awesome. It's so swaggy. Such a beautiful little round beast. I think I've got to make this mermaid kind of like, thick and rotund, just like this guy is. I feel like that feels right. Big blue, weird, glowy, reflective eyes, just like the... virus for itself. That's what I think. Do something like that as like the thumbnailing for it. I say thumbnailing, it's really very rudimentary. we're not getting a lot done in this thumbnail. It's very simple. Just laying out some basic ideas. Which I might push this a little further. Anyway, yeah, I used to do Mermay pretty faithfully every year, and then I kind of fell off because I've been getting pretty busy. So I want to get back on it though, because I like designing characters. It's been a while since I've like designed a lot of like humanoid or like type guys. Been doing a lot of like creature designs lately, which is fun, but I want to get some more humanoid type beings in my portfolio. So I think something like this is a good place to go. To start. Probably gonna put this stuff on the schedule. I think that's it. We're gonna obviously make it so the hand's not cut off so much there at the bottom of the canvas. Hope everyone's Friday is treating them well, by the way. It's already basically the weekend. That'll be fun. And new video comes out in a little bit, so that'll be I love making a character with like alien-like eyes. I think that's always vampire squids are also so funny because they're not even like vampiric. They're just detritivores. They just eat marine snow and stuff like that. It's so funny. It's always so funny. There's so many animals that are like overhyped as being like scary for some reason that they don't even look scary, and then they just like do something stupid like eat poop. It's like, okay, guys, why did this one get named after the vampire? There are so many other animals I feel like in the ocean that more qualify for that. It's not even a squid either. It's just a cephalopod that's not a squid. It's like a different other thing. A secret third thing, as people love to say. It's like the only thing left of its, like, group, too. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird. I feel like it doesn't even look that much like a squid, as far as, like, it definitely looks like something. Like, it's so, I don't know, it's very bullet-shaped, I feel like. It's kind of a funny thing to say, but I don't know, I feel like that's the shapes I see. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. Let's get drawing some lines here. Yeah. Really rough allergies this week. We had like a crazy heat wave recently, and that was pretty annoying in my opinion. I don't really like hot weather, personally. But thankfully the heat wave seems to be over, so then we can get back to some nice cool spring weather before the real heat of summer kicks in. At least hopefully, anyway. I love cephalopods, man. They might be some of my favorite, like... They might be my favorite in the mollusk family. Honestly, like... There's a lot of good mollusks out there, like, don't get me wrong, I like snails and slugs and stuff like that too, but, like, cephalopods? There's just something so charming about them. They look funny, they are so often, like, round and spindly, and they're so clever. They just seem like they're a lot of fun to work with. I've never had the honor of working with a cephalopod personally, but they just seem like such delightful animals. Very glad to share our little earth with them. They're so funny. They just seem very, they have the capacity to be very playful in a way that I think is very interesting and charming. Ay, ay, ay. Also, we have a super chat goal up. I put it so if we get, I think I put 10 super chats before the end of the stream, aka in like 2 hours-ish, because the stream will probably go slightly longer than that. I'll have a poll to have you guys decide what the next stream is going to be. Because sometimes I have trouble deciding what it is I'm going to stream for you guys. So if you guys help me make a decision, that would be pretty cool. Alright. If you have any ideas for what the next stream will be, let me know in chat also. I'll probably see it in like the chat replay later. If nothing else, it'll be preserved there. I am a big proponent of listening to what kind of ideas people have. I feel like I used to get a lot of ideas for videos really early into the channel's life, but people don't suggest as many anymore. And I wonder if it's just because I stopped saying to suggest ideas, that could be it. Or it's just that people generally don't comment very often, so... I don't know. But if you have ideas, let me know. Worst case scenario, I don't do it. So, like... Suggest it, because maybe I will, you know? I like looking for things to do. I like looking for inspiration. So if you have any ideas, just let me know. I'm also thinking about potentially opening up, like, a commission type on VGen that's, like, sponsor a video, kind of, where you suggest a thing for a video, and then I shout you out in it. And it's like a Skeb style sort of commission where like you wouldn't get any feedback from me. It would just be like a surprise what it turns out as. I think that could be kind of fun. Like I think that could be kind of a fun thing to do to help support the channel and also allow you guys to interact with it in a fun and weird way. By letting you kind of help direct what I do, or like if you own like a business, like if you're, for example, like a game developer and you want me to draw something related to your game, you could do that, something like that. I don't know. I think that could be kind of a fun idea. I just gotta figure out what the terms for it would be and stuff. But if you're interested, like, definitely let me know, either like in chat now, or like if you're watching the VOD later, like, let me know if you have any, if you think that would be cool, if you would use that. I think that would be kind of cool, because like, I don't see myself very easily agreeing to something like an actual sponsorship deal with like a product, because I just don't think most products are relevant to my channel, especially those that like collab with YouTube videos often. Like, I love the art direction of gamer subs, but like, I do not drink drinks, so I just feel like it's irrelevant to my life. I can't like really endorse it, because it's not really, no pun intended, my cup of tea. And also like, a lot of things are just, like, straight up irrelevant to the fact that I'm, like, an art channel. So, like, I feel like I would only take sponsorships from, like an art supply company or something like that. Like, if you're selling art supplies, or, like, if you're hosting, like, an art challenge, or maybe, like, a game jam I would love to be sponsored by. That would be kind of cool, actually. But anyway, yeah, I feel like a lot of, people are, like, have more open-ended channels that are less, like, a specific type of thing. Like, it's usually just there for their personalities, so they are a little more open to like very wacky product types. But I would like to ideally not only have sponsors that are like truly relevant to my channel and that I actually think are good. Like, the only, like, common sponsor I can think of that I actually do use because I was recommended it by, like, people in my life, not because of ads, was, like, fucking Squarespace. Which is where, that's how I host my website, because I was, like, talking to my professors in college, and I was like, where should I host it? Because I want to make one for portfolio work and to have, like, a nice thing, and they were like, try either Wix or Squarespace, and I was like, okay, I had used Wix before, and I did think it sucked ass, and I really hated it. I was like, I guess I'll try Squarespace instead. And I do like it, it's pretty good. There might be better options, but it works for me, and that's where my website is now, so that is something I probably would take a sponsorship from, just because I actually use it. But, like, I think I will be more strict about it than I think most other YouTubers, just because I'm like, I need the money, but also, like, I do want to keep everything very, like, kind of, you know, like I want to have, like, in good faith, like, be like, okay, this is something I actually deadass use or endorse, or I'm like, this is actually relevant to my channel and my channel's audience. Because I think that is good. Because there is something really funny about when someone gets sponsored by something that's completely goddamn irrelevant to their channel. That's just really funny to me. But, like, I just don't... I don't see myself doing that unless it's, like, I don't know, literally, like, if a friend was like, I'm doing this, like, a IRL friend was like, I'm doing a thing, maybe I would let them do it if it was really off topic still. But I do think I would... sponsorships are going to be kind of limited for me. So that's why I'm kind of considering, like, the idea of having a commission type that would be something like that, but smaller for, like, independent people if they just want to, like, really have an idea come to the forefront and just help support the channel too. I think that would be kind of neat. So, I guess, yeah, if you're watching the VOD or if you're watching the stream now, like, let me know if you're interested, because maybe that's something I'll open up over on VGen. I think that could be kind of fun. I think that would be a neat little thing to do. And it's been so long since I've been on Mermay. Like, I don't think I did Mermay last year. Did I do it in 2024? I don't remember. I feel like I maybe did, but I don't think I did, because I feel like I would have made a video about it, right? Because that's when I started posting. Was, in 2024. And I don't think I made a video, and I think the reason I didn't do Mermay is because I was busy with the channel. And in 2023, I'm pretty sure I did Mermay, so... Gosh. Yeah, it has been a while. I do love this art challenge. I like how, like, just vague and open-ended it can be. Like, I think they do put out prompts for Mermay every year, but I haven't looked at them in a really long time. I mostly just kind of go through my own vibes, just going through, like, what kind of weird marine life, or just aquatic life in general, honestly. I don't limit myself to just, like, saltwater. I like to see what kind of weird brackish or freshwater guys exist, too. I think that's kind of a fun thing to do. They're so neat, man. I love marine animals. They're so weird, too. Truly just bizarre little creatures. Any of you guys have any favorite marine animals, or, like, aquatic animals in general? Because, there are a lot of them, obviously. Obviously there's a lot. The ocean's so goddamn big. There's so many weird guys who live in there, you know? Alright, let's start doing some stuff to this red. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have fun with it. I love doing weird texture-y kind of stuff with the color. I think that's a fun place to do. There's something kind of fun about, like, doing somewhat clean lines, and then just putting, like, very painterly texture in those lines. I don't know. I just think that kind of mix is kind of fun to do. At least I think so. I don't know about y'all. Although there is something to be said about, like, making a very messy line and then putting clean color on top of that. That is kind of neat, too. There's a lot of options. That's what makes it fun to do. You never have to do the same thing twice. You can always just change it up by doing something weird or stupid. I love doing things that are weird and stupid, man. It's awesome. That's half the fun. Also, you can probably see on the, where would it be from my point of view? Like, over here on the layout, there's my Ko-fi goal, so if you want to help me pay for, like, some big car expenses I had, like, last week, that would be pretty awesome. I have discounts on my commissions until, like, midnight tonight, so you want to get any commissions done and you want to help me pay off my car and you want a discount, like, go check that out. Because that would be extremely, extremely appreciated. Obviously, no obligation. But man, I just got hit with like a huge car expense recently, so if you want to help out with it would really help a lot. But yeah, oh man, I'm just having fun. I like drawing. I like art. I got a whole bunch of content stuff lined up for later this year, so I'll be posting announcements for each of those as they get a little closer. But I'll probably post like a poster that has like all of them together once I think I have my schedule mostly figured out. I'm waiting to hear back from a few more events and stuff, so we'll see what happens with that. But that should be a fun time. I know my next thing I'm going to, I posted like my first YouTube short about it, is the Cryptid and Paranormal conference in Princeton, like a couple weeks. I think it's like 2 weeks away-ish, 3 weeks away, something like that. It's June 6th, so if you happen to be in the Princeton area, New Jersey, like either because you live there or because you're just going to be visiting around that weekend, like come say hi, because I'll be tabling and selling some art over there. So if you're interested, come see. I have no idea how many other artists are going to be there, because it's not like an anime convention, it's like a paranormal conference, so it's like a expo for people who are like into like funny supernatural shit. So if that's something you're into, or if you just want to see other people with like Mothman or Bigfoot or Jersey Devil related merch, is probably what you're going to see there if I had to guess. Yeah, come say hi. It'll be interesting. I haven't been at this event ever before. Apparently it's only the 4th time they're hosting it, so clearly they have been hosting it for a little bit, but I haven't been there before, and it was my first time hearing about it, like, this year, so I'm happy I was able to get in. So I'm curious how it'll go. I'm feeling optimistic about it. I mean, I draw a lot of cryptids, so I hope that I'll find a lot of people who like my art when I go there, and that they'll like my funny take on all those little guys. All those weird, bizarre little creatures that may or may not be out there. Part of me might even make, like, prints themed around, like, X-cryptids, like, animals and things that were considered cryptids but have been confirmed to really exist, like the okapi and, like, the platypus and stuff like that. I think that would be kind of a fun thing, also. That could be kind of cute. Maybe I could do, like, wanted posters and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options available. Let's get some of the, like, membrane-y type stuff figured out here. There we go. It's kind of complimentary here. It almost... Something about this is kind of giving tomato, actually, now that I'm flying this here. Yeah, there's just something very, very funny here with this color palette. What can I say? I like blending colors together. I think it's a fun thing. I don't do it terribly often, but it is very fun. Because, you know me, I like my cell shading too. That's primarily what I've been doing on the channel as of late, but it is fun to do shading or like that's a bit more like soft and painterly once in a while too. I'd be hard-pressed to find a technique I just don't actually like doing at all. Like, some things I'm like, I have to be in the mood for, but like, most things I find at least a little enjoyable to do. There we go, blending out. Also, got music by The Zame playing again today. That's usually what I'm going to be having for my stream music, I think, in the future. Guys got good Pokemon remixes and stuff, so they make for good background music. I think they're fun. Very cool stuff. I might actually make this a little transparent here. And what I'll do is underneath here, I'll have there. This is what I'll do. I'll do like this, so it's like solid underneath over here. And then there. Check that out. That's kind of cool, right? Nice, alright. Oh yeah, Team Star, let's go. Alright. At some point I gotta do more gaming streams. Oh hey there! What's your question? Alright, let's see if I can get some light in here. To be honest, I don't know. I do like Star Wars, but I am very, very not up to date with what's going on in modern Star Wars, like, at all, so I have no idea. And I'm not very, honestly, like, I don't know very much about actors either, although I do think Keanu Reeves is pretty cool. He's honestly very genderful, in my opinion. Like a crazy thing to say about a guy, but that is how I feel. He's got a cool gender. I don't know. Gender envy from goddamn Bill and Ted. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough. I feel like I don't have enough of it, data in my mind to make any decision or opinion on this. But I do love Star Wars. I do think it is pretty cool. I like the setting a lot. This is a vampire squid. That's what this is gonna be. So it's a vampire squid mermaid for Mermay. Vampire squids, they're a type of cephalopod that is a detritivore, so they eat nature's trash. So this guy eats like what some people call marine snow, but it's really just like poop and other random crap that falls to the bottom of the sea. Everybody thinks they're so spooky, but they're just like weird like guys that look like bed sheets, honestly. And in actuality, their eyes are actually different sizes, if I remember right, but for the sake of this character design, I'm just making them the same size, just because it might look a little odd if I don't do that. Alright, let's color these lines. Actually, let's get the main color down first. Cool. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want. And then we'll color around the eyes a different color. Alright. We're getting there. And then I'll have to do the background color a little bit, and then I'll do some more rendering and stuff. This will probably be a wallpaper packet size to be like a 4K wallpaper, so we'll see. I'm probably not gonna give her eyelashes. I kind of want her to look like an alien. And to stay true to the, vampire squid, I'm actually not gonna give her teeth because she wouldn't need teeth so much as a detritivore. She's just eating random stuff that falls from the sky, in quotes, falls from the top of the ocean. So she's just, maybe she doesn't have teeth at all. Maybe she has a beak under there, though, honestly. That's probably what's under there, like... That seems kind of fun. I don't have a beak, but you can pretend. It's probably under there somewhere, like... Real question is, would she have a beak somewhere down here? I don't know. I got no idea. I don't know how that would work for cephalopod-type, guys. I don't know how that all works for their anatomy. I need to put this so it has semblance of body being underneath there. There we go. That's a little more like it. Oh, blue is really good. It is definitely one of my favorites. I'll have a lot of like fun blue lighting in here. You'll see. We're gonna have some fun with this rendering. We're gonna do some silly stuff here. Thank you, thank you. I try my best. I do my best. I just like having fun. That's what it's really all about. I can't ever pull myself away from drawing, so I always just end up doing stuff just because I think it's interesting. And it's been so long since I've done Mermay. I'm really glad to be back at it. Blocking in some big semblance of lighting here. Probably gonna blend it out a lot too, but you know, gotta get some light beams in. It's like those cloud beams you get when it's in like nice cloudy weather when the sun's right behind something. Water really does that quite well, and obviously in the deep ocean you're not gonna see these effects that often, but we can pretend like maybe a submarine's above or something is causing this kind of weird lighting. Or maybe another more magical, like, biofluorescent or bioluminescent mermaids hanging out above them causing this light. Who's to say? I don't know what she does with her life. feel like I'm building the setting right now in a very Bob Rossy kind of way, but very nonchalant. Squid Merm. Yeah, I don't know what to name her. I mean, I might just call her the Vamp or something like that. That seems kind of silly when I say it out loud. Usually I don't end up having a name for them, I just have like their species, usually, but maybe I could have a name for her if I think of a good one. We'll see what kind of inspiration strikes me. Right, let's blend these light beams out a little bit. There we go. All nice and blended out so it feels a little bit more diffused, like light in the water. I think that would be good. Alright. We're getting there. Glad that's almost the weekend, although that does mean that I will be working soon, because that's when my part-time job is open, is during the weekend. But still, you know, it's nice. Get to see some friends who are otherwise busy during the week. That's gonna be nice. Mermay? Squid Mermay? Squid. She's so funny. Alright, let's... Oh my god, why isn't this blending the way I want? Here we go. Sometimes you just have to give it a lot of tries to get it working. Alright. Alright. There we go, that's enough. I like it. There we go. Let's get some shading on there. Alright. Oh, the thing's taking a little bit to load. Alright, let's some very rough shadows so far, but we're just kind of laying it down. Kind of blend these out, soften the shadows a little bit. Alright. Really try to get like a soft vibe, because this would be a very soft mermaid. It should be squishy like any cephalopod would be. Like any mollusk would be, honestly. Mollusks are pretty great. They're pretty funny little animals. Alright. I think cephalopods are probably my favorite of the mollusk group. They're definitely one of my favorite invertebrates in general, honestly. It's just hard to compete with arthropods, because I love bugs. Bugs are pretty great. I mean, my whole channel's named after a bug. How can I not like them? They're so silly, you know? Let the music pause. Come on, man. Let me listen to my tunes. Man, vampire squids gotta be one of the coolest little guys. They're pretty fun. And they're pretty cute. They're honestly very cute animals. Anyone who thinks they're scary looking simply hasn't looked at them, for real. They're just imagining what they look like and scaring themselves, honestly. As it is with most creatures, to be frank. It's fun to mix and match like brushes that don't necessarily like go together because they weren't made in the same pack, but they still go together really well. So I actually tried it. I guess for like this is from like a one I was just using for these highlights. It's from like a Pokemon style rendering brush pack. It works really well in this paintable setting too, especially when you blend it out like this. Gives you a lot more control than that other one I was using for the shadows. There we go. Blending it out, getting some texture in here. That's what we want to see. Some highlights on his eyes. It's like a nice, fun alien. So they kind of do look like a classic alien. They're big, giant, chunky eyes. So they really lean into that for something that feels authentically deep sea, since deep sea creatures really do look like how we draw aliens. Or I guess maybe more honestly is that we draw aliens because in the way that we do because we like to imagine them as deep sea creatures. Either way, good for them to look like each other, right? And then here's a fun thing I like to do is I have like some flower brushes that I use, but when you apply them vertically, they kind of look like bubbles. So that's what I usually end up doing. Is I use like something like this. Right? You can kind of imagine it as like a stream of fluid bubbles. Here's a fun tip. You can always use stuff for the, like, especially like these stampy or like textured brushes for things they weren't designed to be. But if you can see the shape similarities, then it'll look good enough. So that's that. I might do something fun in here. We don't have enough fellows to do the halftone thing I was looking for. That's fine, that's fine. I can make it work. I think it's good. This. Let's get some particle effects in here, though. I love particle effects. I feel like, especially in like an underwater scene, it really adds to the sense of depth and deep underwater. Because there's usually all sorts of crap floating around in the water, especially where a vampire's goes. That's all the stuff she's eating, you know. That's her lunch. I feel like it really adds like the idea of stuff being suspended and floating around. So I think it really adds to that. There we go, I think that's good. This could be a cute little wallpaper for somebody. Nice and dark. I feel like easy on the eyes in that way. If you like dark foot stuff anyway. Not everyone does, but I do. So, get the logo in there. Crunch that thing down. Wow, we've already been streaming for almost an hour. That's crazy. Alright. And this will probably be another speed paint video. I don't know if it'll be next week's or if it'll be the week after, like the first week of June. I don't know. We'll decide. I've got a few different ones that are currently a work in progress right now, so I just gotta pick a video and finish it, so that way it's done by Friday next week. And today's video is gonna be already scheduled. I finished it yesterday. So that'll be coming out at 6 PM EST, like usual. Or 5 Central, I guess, or... Oh, 3 o'clock, like, Pacific. Exporting, yay! Always the most exciting part, right? Alright. That's fun. Heck yeah, vampire squid. Love these guys. There we go. What should the next creature be, though? That's the real question. A lot of options, you know? Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna do next. What are we gonna do with my next creature? I'm trying to think of one I haven't done before, because I did so many weird ones for Mermay in past years, so I'm trying to think of like a animal I haven't made into it. Honestly, it's weird that I haven't done an axolotl yet, actually, now that I think about it. Should I do an axolotl? That could be kind of fun, right? They have legs, though, so that's gonna be kind of funny for a mermaid to have legs, but I think axolotl could be good. People love those things. And it's weird that I haven't done one yet, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe do an axolotl. Love the axolotl. I mean, that's a creature that doesn't need any introduction. They're just so weird. I think if I remember right, they're like considered extinct in the wild, but thankfully, because of their popularity, they are not in danger of going extinct, like, overall, because they're very popular in captivity. And, you know, maybe with enough, like, rehabilitation of their environment, it's certainly not impossible for them to go back to the wild at some point. We'll have to see, though. They're so funny. I wish I wasn't getting so many goddamn AI images for it, though. I'm just gonna have to look at Wikipedia. There's a lot of different colors. There's so many ones. They're so funny. Thinking about that one in Minecraft, it's like yellow. Not yellow, it's like blue. Well, there is a yellow in Minecraft, but I was thinking about the blue one. Which is like such a funny color. Like, I don't know if there are axolotls that are that color. I think it's more that some of the pink ones are so pale that the blue water gets into them a little bit. I think that's probably where that comes from. They're so odd, but they're so cool. They're very small too. They're so funny. They seem like such neat little animals. And it is funny they put them in Minecraft. I mean, they did a good job representing them, I feel like. So silly. Let me see if I can find one that's like a really weird color for me to... Without AI images. That's always the hardest part, especially when you're looking at an animal. Like, there's always so many goddamn AI pictures. It's like, this is not what I want. It's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's so many weird ones. I love how sometimes they just have like the least flattering pictures of these guys also. Like, they're clearly in like a bin that is like, what they're in while they're like cleaning their aquarium or something like that. It's very funny. They're so goofy. I think I might do like a dirty lucid stick, which is like the ones that have like the freckles on them. This one in particular looks really cute. Look how chunky. So rotund. You ever see the picture of the they were doing an MRI or something on an axolotl, so they basically had to put it in like a bag so it wouldn't be dehydrated on the table, so it just looks so goofy. It's just really funny the kind of weird stuff vet techs have to do in order to be able to like examine and treat animals that have specific needs. It just leads to very funny things, you know? It's just very funny animals. Very, very funny little guys. Alright. let's draw an axolotl mermaid, I think. I don't know how many I'll end up making for the mermaid video, but we'll see. We'll see where my time and inspiration decide to take me. Axolotls are really goofy little animals. They're just so... they're so weird. They're just so... so funny. They have such funny looking gills too, like they're big chunky gills. What if I gave it like rudimentary legs like this? That could be kind of fun, right? Just a very fun, like maybe like almost like happy kind of character. Could be cute. Could be cute, I think. There we go, get some of that translucent bit on the tail and stuff. There we go, that's a I think. Start making some sketches now. There we go. It's kind of funny, right? It's kind of a goofy kind of mermaid. But you know, an axolotl's kind of a goofy kind of animal. I think that works. We'll have this guy sitting on like a little rock or something. that's cute. She's a little weird, but I think that makes her a good character. I feel like any good character design should be a little odd. Definitely leaning stronger into the animal here, but I think that is a good thing. I think that's where I wanted to go. Maybe she gets a rock to lean on, actually. Let's put that in the sketch. There we go. Looks like she's on, like, a thing. Cute. This could be like a very fun D&D NPC. I feel like, you know, freshwater mermaid who's like a strange amphibian. There we go. A funny little character. I think it's funny if she only has like 3 fingers. Really emphasize the cartoonish nature of this character. There we go. We're getting there. There she is. That's a fun character. That's fun. Grills. Really little gills. Almost like a skirt-like texture. Getting a little more here. Very feathery with this rendered. Very, very stylized, but I think that's good. Axolotls really lend themselves well to being stylized, I think, because of their very round and somewhat simple shapes. It has one funny little axolotl. How much more time we got left on our goal anyway? No idea how many people are in chat right now, actually. There we go. There we go. Almost there. a little texture on the gills, right? Like slight lines in part of the tail. Well, the music paused again. Come on in. We're getting getting close to done with this one. Hey there, I've been doing alright. Almost done with this drawing here, which is, pretty cute. Making some Mermay stuff, you know how it is. It's been a while since I've done Mermay, so I figured I would finally do some stuff for it. Get the finishing touches in on this piece. Huzzah. Almost there. Some work done. And hopefully this will be part of a speed paint that comes out soon-ish, probably in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Depends on what I decide to put in the front of the queue first. Should be fun though. And a new video comes out on the channel in just a couple hours too, so I'll probably be wrapping up soon, but there'll be more stuff to watch it around 6 o'clock EST. Alright, I think that's good. Let's get this thing exported. Get the signature on there. Always gotta have that. Alright, next for the time lapse. Probably gonna wrap up soon so I can have like lunch slash dinner, some kind of meal, something like that probably. It's good to stay hydrated and fed, I think. Alright. Did I get the PNG version of this one? Nope. the high-res quality, so I can have it for the wallpaper pack that it'll eventually be a part of. Maybe the wallpaper pack will probably be out sometime before the end of May. The speed paint will either be the last speed paint for the month, or it'll be the first one for June. So we'll see. We'll see what it ends up being. But with that, I think that's all I'm going to do for today. Got 2 whole illustrations done, 2 big ones. Had some fun with these very different creatures. The vampire squid and the axolotl, but I think they're both like kind of a red/pink kind of creature, so I think that's cute. And they're both weird guys that live in water, so I think that makes them great fodder for mermaid designs. So yeah, hope you guys had fun watching. Thank you for joining if you're here live. Thank you for watching if you're watching the VOD all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. New video comes out in just less than 2 hours, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a cute one, a fun one with some good character designs in it. And next week, the video will be either the Mermay one that I'm working on today, or it'll be a different thing that I've been working on for a couple of weeks. So we'll see which one of them I can finish first. That'll determine what I end up doing for the video. But we'll see. I'll see you guys again soon.